Good evening. Good evening. Happy Wednesday, one and all and one. Let's just check we've got everything up and running. Check we got some sound. Oh yeah, that's looking relatively good. Well, good evening. It's really warm where I am. I just had to shut the windows though because it's a bit noisy outside. I'm gonna wait to see if some folk turn up so I can use you as my sound engineer and check if I need to turn anything up or down. Gonna play some songs beginning with C. Good evening, gentlemen, fine gentlemen. You are early enough to be my sound engineers, so please let me know if you need me to turn up. This is kind of my singing level. Good evening, Russell. Thanks for dropping in. I'm glad you made it. How is everyone doing? Right, I don't need this. I got just decided that that's kicked up. I got rid of a little bit of my, what would you call it, equipment floory noise from last time, but not all of it. I used to have like an interface I used for live streaming during lockdown, and I can't get it working. I don't know why. So this is probably a bit dry and rough and ready, but it's good enough for folk, rock and roll, whatever it is we're gonna do. I've just finished a little run of gigs with Kathy in Awake Mother, which has just been really, really lovely. We've been out playing all the folk clubs. And yeah, it's been a real pleasure singing. I just find folk clubs just such a, I don't know, it feels like they're just of another time. People gathering together in a room to sing just feels very important. If that doesn't sound too worthy or strange. Good evening, Tony. Good evening, John. Good evening, Chris. Yeah, I think folk clubs are, I don't know, a really special thing, aren't they? Just clunk. Yeah, a rare thing, really, in a way. Yeah, I feel really fortunate to have spaces that I can just sort of go, even if you don't really know anybody, but you see familiar faces, and there's sort of a way of just instantly involving everybody. And we had some really nice experiences of it being like a more diverse kind of audience as well, because I think that's one of the things that folk clubs struggle with sometimes, like attracting new people. And it was nice to sort of see that might be changing a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry that our gigs were not a bit more spread out. I was booking this tour because obviously you book a year ahead, just as I was organising Edinburgh. And I think, I mean, I did try everywhere. I guess because me and Kathy are quite new to what we're doing. You're not really, but quite new to this. We haven't got like a lot of the things that can be really helpful, which is like a live videos and things like that. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get out and do a little bit more further afield. I think once we've recorded and we've got an EP, then booking gigs will be a lot easier. Same for like Mini Birch sort of solo stuff. Well, I always refer to it as solo, but I will probably always have like Chris or John with me, ideally. Right. Have you got some guitar in your ears? Do they sound about a similar level? 'Cause I think my headphones could lie to me sometimes, 'cause it sounds fine to me, but then sometimes I play it back and it sounds a bit flat. Yeah, it sounds a bit sad. So I guess this is the slightly more formal sound check, and I would like to know if you're happy with it. I can see your comments from here, and yes, John, I was sending the videos that you made of us already. They were so helpful. I probably should have told you that, because so many promoters want to see you performing live. So thank you for all of the times you filmed us when we were playing live. Oh, you filmed us when we were playing live. Oh, you've got the guitar on the... Oh, that's... Have I got that? Do you know what? Oh, God, where's John when you need him? Other John. Oh! Do you know what? I've also not plugged in my laptop, but it's just right there. It just fell out. Let me plug that in, and let me just flick the settings. In both my headphones. What have I done? I did something last time with this, and John fixed it for me. But you might have to have me in. Is that going to be really weird if I'm surround sound mini? Let me plug you in. Well, I probably couldn't pan my sound if I wanted to. Let's have a quick look, see what I might have done. Can't see anything too obvious. I have changed something. This is where everyone's like, you've pressed the button and you've disappeared completely. The England game's on at 9. I won't be that long, I don't think. But feel free to go away and come back. Has that made a difference to anything at all? Is that sounding worse or better to you? We'll get this right one day. Oh, is that better? Are you just being polite? Is what you're saying is it's good enough to crack on, and we'll try and make it even better again next week. I'll catch up with John and see what I've set fire to tonight. I think he might be watching, because he messaged me, but he's not on the comments, so he's probably like, I've got a spider on me. I wondered what's tickling me. Off you go. He's probably like shouting at his phone or whatever he's watching it on, like, you idiot! Press this button, do this thing. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's a better balance. Oh, good. I'd obviously just pressed a silly button, which is my whole life. Shall we then sing a few songs from artists beginning with C? I'm going to get this ear out because that's better for me. Thanks for being here. I can't tell you how many requests I had for Cannibal Corpse and Cradle of Filth. So if any of you guys suggested those, I will let you know now that I'm about to let you down. But I think some people enjoyed kind of guessing, so maybe I'll just start playing them and see if you know them. They are kind of my sort of simple guitar versions of them, so it might take a while to recognise them. Early one morning, with time to kill, I borrowed Jeb's rifle and sat on the hill. I saw a lone rider crossing the plain, and I drew a bead on him to practice my aim. And my brother's rifle went off in my hand, and a shot rang out across the land. The horse he kept running, and the rider was dead. Oh, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. Well, I set off running to wake from the dream, and my brother's rifle went into the sheen. And I kept on running into the Southlands, and that's where they found me, with my head in my hands. When the sheriff, he asked me, why had I run? And then it came to me just what I had done, and all for no reason, just one piece of lead. But I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. Oh, here in the courthouse, and the whole town was there, and I see the judge high up in his chair. Oh, explain to the courtroom what went through your mind, and then we'll ask the jury what verdict they find. And I felt the power of death over life. I orphaned his children, I widowed his wife. I begged their forgiveness, and I wish I was dead. Boy, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. Early one morning, with time to kill, I see the gallows up on the hill, and out in the distance, I guess a trick of the brain, I see a lone rider crossing the plain, and he'd come to fetch me to see what they'd done. And we'll ride together now till kingdom come. Yeah, I pray for God's mercy, 'cause soon I'll be dead. Boy, I've hung my head, I hung my head. Boy, I hung my head, I hung my head. Boy, I hung my head. That was a bit of C for Johnny Cash, if anyone recognised it. That's probably one of my favourite Johnny Cash tunes, I think. Recently started rewatching Nashville, you know, that TV show from, gosh, years and years ago, 20 odd years ago I think it was, or something. So I'm feeling a bit in my country vibes at the moment. I'm just gonna have a rejiggle. Oh. But oh, thanks folks, thank you. I really appreciate you tuning in. I do appreciate you commenting. I know sometimes when I'm watching live streams, I like to just sort of put it on in the background and do my own thing. So I don't always like actively comment, but I am really enjoying it. But it's really nice when you're doing it to have people comment, because sometimes you're a bit like, is anybody out there? It feels a bit strange. So I really appreciate you taking the time to both listen and to tap away on the keyboard. It's really appreciated. Oh, I'm just reading John's comment. Sorry, this was disappearing, but I think he said that was written by Sting. So I didn't know that. Damn. Hello, Rose Red. Oh, how lovely to see you. Sorry, that was a very excited, enthusiastic voice. How are you? Face in a Place Wednesday. Nice to see you. I'm going to do another one for you, and I won't tell you who this is. This is very much a simplified version of this song as well. So if you know it, it might take you a second to get it anyway. But I really love this song. Came out. Time is a funny thing. I want to say it came out end of last year, maybe end of summer last year. I think. But yeah, and it was definitely one of my favourite songs of last year, I think. It goes like this. Freezer thrums, the kettle sings. Dirt beneath the wedding ring. Can't remember how or why. Hunger calls, you hear its cry. Swept the rage under the rug. Drowned those urges, pull the plug. You kept your image squeaky clean, but telltale stains can still be seen. Oh, you can dull your senses and your mind, but there's something in you, something wild. You can dull your senses and your mind, but there's something in you, something wild. The moon is rising, darkness falls. Step inside its open jaws. Break free from your sheepish shirt. Canine sharpened is alert, and you can dull your senses and your mind, but there's something in you, something wild. You can dull your senses and your mind, but there's something in you, something wild. The bark and bramble cling like burrs. Oh, a clawing itch under your furs. A copper taste of want and need leads you to the hand that feeds. Oh, the cunning creature we suppressed, starved until she's howling to be free. You can dull your senses and your mind, but there's something in you, something wild. You can dull your senses and your mind, but there's something in you, something wild. That was a very stripped back, simplified version of Amelia Coburn. Something, I think it's just called Something Wild, that song. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite songs of last year. Oh, good evening, Adrian. Nice to see you. I never call you Adrian. Good evening, Aid. Nice to see you. Yay. Oh, I'm glad you recognised it. It is Amelia Coburn. Yeah. It's one of my favourite songs of hers. So yeah, C for Cash, C for Coburn. Any guesses on the last song? Let's make this fun and exciting. I've got a little starting line to this one because I've got a feeling I'm going to forget it, which is a travesty when you realise what I'm about to play. So I guess I'm just going to play one more of my songs beginning with C, and then we'll get another date together and go for songs beginning with D, I guess. So get your suggestions in. As I say, predominantly Cannibal Corpse. I think John Denzel Dines asked me, Emily Coolidge asked me, Chris Cleverly asked me, all of them asked me if I was going to be playing Cannibal Corpse or Cradle of Filth. And I think the link is that all three of those people play guitar. I think deep down inside, all guitarists are kind of greebos, aren't they? Because they're all like Cradle of Filth, Cannibal Corpse. So, yeah. I'm not going to play Cranberries, but that was very much up there as one that I thought about doing. This is a cheat. This is, I think, technically 3 C's in one. What's not your cup of tea is Cannibal Corpse, not your cup of tea. Cradle of Filth, not your cup of tea. Well, I don't know their material too well, but I think one thing to be said for that kind of genre, actually, is they're not really for a sort of recovering clunky hand guitarist. They're normally pretty technical guitar players. If you haven't heard that Amelia Coburn song, do go give it a spin. Not now, ideally, hang out with me. But it's really brilliant. I really like her as an artist. Really want to try and catch her live at some point. Oh, look at me. I could turn my volume down so you don't have to suffer that quite so much. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Are we having any more guesses on that final song? Shall I jump in? Would you recognise it from the guitar part? This is actually a little bit of a clunkier, less finger-picked version, but this is actually what I used to play. If that's not giving away too much. But I think without the lead guitar parts and the other parts, you might not necessarily recognise it, even if you knew it. It's neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. There are things I'm sure I understand, things I've come to know about the mind and the matter and the long passage of time, how the former meets the latter in a regrettable decline. 'Cause I was once a young man and I was happy all the time. I may not have had these handsome thoughts, but the thoughts I had were mine. And now 1,000 other voices choose the reason and the wrong. If I could only find my own, then I'd be fine. If I could only find my own, I'd be fine. Oh, to be is a choice we never made. We were plucked out of the ether and so clumsily displayed. So really then not to be's the only choice we ever had. will not make it lightly, but for the choosing I am glad. When I was once a young man, I was happy all the time. I may not have had these handsome thoughts, but the thoughts I had were mine. Now 1,000 other voices choose the reason and the rhyme. If I could only find my own, then I'd be fine. If I could only find my own, then I'd be fine. You believe in the purpose to live in? Do you trust in the value of the good you've been given? But why then do I always feel like a waste of a shell? I could have housed one of those lost souls who's been wasted as well. Once a young man, and I was happy all the time. I may not have had these handsome thoughts, but the thoughts I had were mine. And now 1,000 other voices choose the reason and the rhyme. If I could only find my own, then I'd be fine. If I could only find my own, then I'd be fine. Thank you. That was, if you didn't know, Chris cleverly playing his song for the Company of Players, and that is a song. The other two, the first one I've played a couple of times because I love it. That's the first time I've played the Amelia Coburn song, and I have played But Thinking Makes It So 800 billion times. So of course that is the one that I forgot chords and I forgot lyrics to, because that is entirely how our brains as humans work, isn't it? But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and yay, some of you recognise it. Just checking out your comments. Thank you. And thanks for some of the people who tuned in for the first time, as well as some of the long-standing amazing supporters. Or send me some suggestions for the D's. I haven't had any thoughts about D, but let's carry on. Let's do some D's. I might be luring John in to the next one, actually. So by all means, choose some technical guitar parts for the Wizard, because he should be with us. I'm going to title it Minnie and the Wizard if he joins us. But yeah, enjoy your evening. I actually didn't realise England were playing, so I better... I might go and give that a watch. I've been completely out of the World Cup loop. I was like a little bit thinking, don't know if it's my cup of tea. It's a big thing, politics, blah, blah, blah. And then I got a bit excited about Scotland. So I was like, oh, I might need to watch that. And then I realised Scotland's first game, I think, was at like 2 a.m. or something. So I missed that. But maybe I need to jump on. But yeah, and have a watch of it. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks, Tony, Chris, Aid, John, Russell, Tom, everyone. And Rose Red, it was particularly lovely to see you. And yeah, I shall... do the old signing out. You're a bit far away from me today, so I'm going to have to do the awkward, cumbersome climbing over things to come and sign out. But yeah, thanks so much. I think the sound was a tiny bit better, or at least I solved one problem and maybe given myself another. So I will see if we can get it even better next time. I reckon by the end of the alphabet, I'm going to be like a streaming super audio star. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Bye.